Hello, welcome to another video and Merry Christmas. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion and I can't wait. It's so exciting. 2 days, 2 more sleeps and we'll be there. Anyway, this is a video about giving you some tips and tricks when it comes to beefing up your numbers when it comes to Contrado. So yeah, let's get into that. Right, so if you're new to Contrado, this is really going to help you, and if you can't draw, this is really going to help you. If you can draw, this is really going to help you. If you can use Photoshop, this is really going to help you. This is a really good starting point, I think, for people new to print on demand in general, not just Contrado, but if you're starting things like RedBubble or merch by Amazon, this could really help you out. I'm just going to switch over to me web pages at the moment. Okay, so we're on that one. We'll get round to that, but maybe in another video. Wrong page. So we're going to start here with the freebies. This is a brilliant section to start in. This is called Placeit, and I use it mostly for making mock-ups, which I will get round to in another video. This is sitting here because I just recorded this video and forgot to plug in my microphone, so we're doing it again, but it was a good practice run. So what you want to do is you want to go to freebies, and then you want to go here, and you want to go, don't mess around with me, t-shirt designs, that's what we want. Okay, and you're going to come up with all of this stuff here. It doesn't really matter what's in the picture at the moment. They all look kind of cool. As you know, they've got 3 in the corner, which is even better. Makes them look even cooler. We'll just load up that screen, and what you'll get is a little work screen here. And got it. Oh, do you know I'm logged in at the moment? Okay, so I've clicked on a premium design. So it's a good opportunity to show you, actually. When something's premium, it comes up with this purple border and it has a crown there. Oh, and it says premium if you hover over it. So yeah, and what you can do is, we just want a picture of, say, like a dog. Dogs are good. Dogs are sellable. And we'll scroll down until we can find a free dog. Any free dogs? This is not a great example. I should go back to the first screen and give you a better example. No, it all works. Imagine this dog was free. We click that dog and boom, he's there. I clicked that one first by mistake. That's why I did that. And you've got so high, slow-mo every day. There's the text there, and you can move these to the front, move them to the back. I think, yeah, you can right-click and just hide, or you can click up there and hide it. You can change the fonts of each one there. You don't want to use too many fonts, though. 2 is fine. 3 is borderline, but that's it. You don't want to go any more than that. And colours, nice theme there as well. I can see a theme. It's good to stick to a theme, but you can also change it, because this one design, we'll talk a little bit about scaling this design as well, because I'm big into scaling at the moment. I started my journey just making a design and going pop up to RedBubble and expecting the best. Well, not really. I was pushing numbers from the very start, but that's what I was doing at the start, making one version of a design. You don't want to do that. This is a tips video, and a very good tip is change the color on this design. Now you've got 2 designs. That is double your money. Do it again. 3 designs. Change your fonts. 4 designs. Scale this up. I wouldn't go any more than about 8 with this sort of thing. You know, with 8, it's a general rule as well, because with 8 you can get the blue, the green, the jade, the yellow, the orange, the pink, the purple, the red. Yeah, you can get 8. So yeah, that's a good sort of and if you're working on the free, I don't know why, because I chose a premium design, but it would say free download here, and what you do is you click that, boom, you click this, which says free. This one's going to cost $2.95, which is a bargain, by the way, because you can make thousands off of these things. It potentially you hit the right moment, or if you're a niche person, I'm not a niche person, I'll show you some other niche people in another video. I'll give you some hints of where to go and who to watch. But I'm a general store person, so if you're a general store person, this is going to be a great video for you. Yeah, so this is really good for targeting niches. And when you hit that download, it will come up there and it will say, and it will start processing, and then you'll click that button and it's like a normal download. I didn't actually mean to click that, but yeah, you can see I've been working with other stuff as well. So that's Placeit. Brilliant website. We'll go back to that in another video for advertising as well, because that's going to take up a whole video of its own. The next one I want to show you is RawPixel. Now this one is brilliant if you have, what is it, artist's block, or, you know, writer's block, but for artists basically, or Photoshop, whatever. You can come here, and sometimes I'll just come in and I'll look at stuff. I've typed in dog already. So yeah, if you're into that dog niche, there's tons of stuff here. But just remember, like, some of it's not massive, and you want really big designs if you're going to go. If you're uploaded to Contrado, then you know that they've got some pricey items. You don't want to put some small thing like that and try and blow it up, because it just won't let you. And they're pretty good actually. They'll give you warnings and stuff if your design's about to pixelate on what you're trying to design. It's really good like that. But with this, if I was to come here and take this picture and post it, I wouldn't do it. I'd put it into Photoshop and clean it up in some way or another and make it massive, as big as I could, but keep it as clean as I could. It's a very hard task, but that's what you've got to do. And I wouldn't just take this picture and post it or upload it anyway as my own, or even attributing these people in it if they're even attributed in there. L Prang and Co. Yeah. If I was to do that, I would put another design. I would post the original, but as my next upload would be a remix of some sort. And you'll see if you go to my store, you'll see that I've done a couple of those, and it's great. If you can't be expected to, one design a day is 365 in a year. It's a lot of work, and you can't expect to do that. Like, not everyone's the same. So yeah, just come here, have a look, or maybe take something if you think that's, you know, suiting the niche you're after, or matches the feel of your general store, or the theme, just, you know, the colours of your store. Right, the next up is Vecteezy. I'm new to Vecteezy, but I love it. I think it's great. It's a bit finicky, because the way, if I go back to RawPixel here, I can download this free, and I'm not sure. You don't even have to attribute people on Placeit or RawPixel, but on Vecteezy you do. So if I wanted this picture of the dogs, then what I would do is I would copy and paste this and put it into my description. The way they want you to do it, because we're going to be selling what's classed as merch, is they want you to copy and paste this into the actual picture itself, which is no good. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Sorry, for a second I thought my mic wasn't recording. That just happened a minute ago. So yeah. So if you're working with RedBubble, it's not so bad, because what you can do on RedBubble is I can take that Vecteezy and put it at the top of the picture and move this picture to the top of the t-shirt, and that bit will be outside the box, and then I followed their instructions on how to attribute them correctly. But you can't do that all the time, so I like to take this big bit here and just add that to the bottom of the description. Then they're properly attributed. They've got a direct link to it if anybody wants to go and find it. I know it's not, you know, a perfect solution. You're going to have a bunch of gibberish web page at the bottom of your description, but you can't get around that. It's the legal way to do things. Yeah, so that's Vecteezy, and that's how you attribute. The next up is what we got here. This is FreePick as well. Same as Vecteezy basically. I've typed in dog already. I've chosen from the free resources which you can select there. and it gives you all of this. Ignore this bit. This is like a sponsored ad by Adobe, or you can go for it if you want to. Like I said, spending a couple of quid on a picture that's going to make you some money isn't such a bad investment. But yeah, you go here and all the pictures are free. You just go in there and you have to attribute on this one as well. But what I like about this attribution, oh, not that one, this one here, you can do this, but if you're on printed elements, there you go. And close to where you're using the resource. If it's not possible, place it in the credits section. Awesome. That's awesome. So you don't have to disturb your pictures with that method I spoke about earlier. And last up is Canva. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to, so I'll put it in a later video. But everybody that I watch on YouTube or have taken tips from has mentioned Canva in some way or another, and as I know, it's fairly similar to Placeit, so that's that part. Anyways, that's the free part stuff, and you know, that little bit of a section done. I'm going to move on to my little list here. I've got such a bad memory, I'll forget otherwise, and I wanted to talk about collections. So if I go into my store, you'll see this is my store here, and you see I've got over 2,000. I've been going hard at this, and if I go into edit, I just want to make a note actually, because as you can see, I'm showing off my designs. I didn't even think about that, but you know what, I don't even care, because I've put so much work into this. And you're not really going to get a decent screenshot for these anyway. You might have the picnic blankets and stuff, but who cares? But I'm that confident I'm going to leave this picture here. This is what I've an example from Raw Pixel, I think, that I've remixed and blown up and stuff. But yeah, I'm that confident because thieves aren't the same as us. They're not. Thieves want the quick way. So I have so much confidence in knowing that I'm going to have like 10,000 more designs by the time they've stolen and managed to figure out, you know, and put up one or two, and they're probably given up by then anyway. So I'm not fussed about thieves. You can have a look at my work. People do what they do. Thieves will do what they do. Let's just move on from there. Anyways, collections. Something I want to stress is when you make a design, make a collection called the same thing, even if you've only planned to put one design in there. There's a few reasons. It's because if you decide to put more things in there later, you've already got the collection, you don't have to create it. And also, if a customer goes, well, I just bought this mug and I'm trying to find the apron, I can't find it, they can message you and then you can add it to the collection. And you've always got that collection there staring at you saying 2 products. And that's a good motivator for you to put more products in there. I mean, the way I've started to do things is a little bit different than the way I do things now. As you can see, there's a variety of different things, and I'll show you why my list looks like this, why some have 2 and some have 8 and some have 9 and some have 33, some have 50. I'll get round to that. Actually, should we do that now? That's probably a good segue into that. Yeah, that is a great segue into that. So I'm going to use probably this page to do that. Yeah. You won't see my mouse, unfortunately. Bit of a ball ache, but it is what it is. Right, this is not my scheduler. That's on the first page. Always set yourself a schedule. I'm not going to go into that. Everyone's schedule's a little bit different. Actually, this is a tips video. Here's my schedule. It's not complete, but it just gives me... I should explain myself. I do voiceover work as well, and make other videos for YouTube and other comic dub productions for my YouTube channel. And I'm a DJ also, so I like to have a mix at the weekends. And I'm very active on Discord. We have a Serial Carnage Discord. I'll put the link in the description of this video. It'll only last for a short time. We do comic dub videos and stuff like that. So anyway, put yourself a schedule together because it will help you. Even if you don't stick to it, you know that you've done wrong if you don't do it. Ignore this bit. This is me RedBubble fan art that's just waiting to get approved by various places. This is what you want to concentrate on, all of this stuff here. Basically, we've got the sections. I went through the the Contrado Store as a customer, and every section I noted down. Well, this is how far I've got so far. It's quite far. I think there's about 41 sections, and then down on line 200 I've put every item that I could find in that section so far. Now, don't worry if you start and then say I started making clocks and I only noticed that there was a mantle clock later and I've already started working through my list. Don't worry about that, because I've got a plan for that already. It hasn't happened yet. Oh, it has, but you just pop it on the end and you end up putting 5 things the same and it becomes a new category. So don't worry about that. Even if things are a bit jumbled, don't worry. Okay, I'll probably make this available for download. I've getting a knock at the door. I've just got to. Right, yeah. Sorry about that. Knock at the door. Amazon guy, very important. 23rd today. I couldn't have got it another day. And I forgot where I was. Yeah, totally forgot where I was. Yeah, so every section, every item, and don't worry, put it on a list on the end and call it extra 1, extra 2. It doesn't matter what you call it. Oh, sorry, I just ran down the stairs and ran back up the stairs, and I'm wearing a hat and a jumper. This part here, I'm using OpenOffice, which is a free version of like Microsoft Excel. So the formulas will be slightly different, but I will make this available for download. I think that's where I was. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'll delete all of me artwork out of there, and I'll move the thingies up, and I'll make this file available for download for anyone that wants it, wants to keep a schedule of their progress. And what I do is I just hold Shift, Control and F9, and that should just change, and it will select a random category and a random piece, just so you don't get bored of doing the same thing. Because as you can see at the start, that's what I started to do with these, and then I got a bit burnt out and I was like, I have to do something different, and that's what I do now. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Right. We talked about scaling. This is me how you do it on mass. Obviously these take the information from this list, which goes up to 135. Obviously not everything on my list is transferable to Contrado, because I don't see Contrado the same as RedBubble. RedBubble reminds me of like Primark or George at Asda, lots of logos and stuff like that, where Contrado is more like Debenhams, or yeah, it's more like Debenhams or something like that. You know, it's got fancy patterns and stuff. It makes you really want to try a bit harder, actually. Yeah, tangent. I forgot where I was. Yeah, so not everything transfers over. So you want to select very carefully. Like if you've got, you know, T-shirt designs, like I was showing you with the dog, they're not really that transferable to Contrado. It's more patterns, and I mean, you could try. I haven't seen it on the market. There's a marketplace on Contrado. We call it a marketplace. It doesn't really do anything at the moment, and I don't know how to get my products featured on it. I have no idea. I keep making them and making them. I've contacted them. They wrote to me back and gave me a pretty weird response. It was from not from this country. The person's fluent language wasn't English. So that was a bit disappointing. I'm still waiting to find out how to get featured on the Contrado marketplace. Yeah, so that's how you do things en masse, and I will have this ready for anyone to you know, get up. You can download this and use it yourself. On the end is this used to be my process. Ignore that. I don't do that anymore. Monetary goals. Mistake. Don't set them. Monetary goal is something you can't control. How you can say, all right, my monetary goal is £100 or £1 next month. What can you do about that? Instead, make goals that you can do. You can actually do. So my goal was to hit 200 designs on RedBubble by the 31st, you know, of December, and to have over 2,000 designs on Contrado by the same date. that I can do. I know I can do it. You can do it. I don't have to rely on, you know, marketing, traffic, other things. That's just me. So set goals that you can do, that don't rely on customers or other people doing things, because that's not a goal. That's like a dream, you know. Set realistic goals. That was a good tip to add in there. Anyways, another tip, which I should have added in while we was on the free stuff, that if you do have a little bit of a budget behind you, it's not such a bad idea to go onto Fiverr or Upwork or Freelancer and hire one of these artists that really love to draw and draw a lot, because they can fire out designs all the time. And I'll show you in future videos a guy that can really give you some helpful advice on that topic. That can really help you out, especially if you've got the extra budget and you don't mind spending a little tiny bit, because, like I said, it's called Fiverr. You can spend a Fiverr and get some, you know, work that can make you thousands. It can be done. Last tip then is going to be on this one. Back to the web. So we're going to go to Bitly, and if you see just under my portrait there, it says 5 clicks. I just set this up literally a couple of days ago, and I've sent out my first bunch of links at 7 AM this morning, so it's not been running for that long. What's the time now? So yeah, it's been running for 3 hours and 51 minutes. So yeah, we're just starting out here, so things are looking good. For me to even get a click, you know, I'm very, very impressed. And I love Bitly. If you've got a Contrado store, then you know that if you have a piece of artwork that has, you know, more than 4 or 5 long words, then your URL is going to start to grow. So Bitly is a great place. You can sign up for free. You can get 1,000 links that you can shorten. I think I'm using about 20 or 30 at the moment. I didn't think I'd ever need that, but it's brilliant. They look like this: Bitly, bit.ly, then whatever you want. You just call it whatever you want, and that's that. And that can really help with your analytics as well, because you can see the clicks where you're putting them on either like Pinterest or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. You can see here how many people are clicking, because you don't get access to Google Analytics at the moment. There's no way to do that. So, and once there is, I'll put that up in a video. Do you know what? I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I did have some bits that I was going to include in another video, but I'm not sure how I would squeeze them in. This is just a tip on curtains, blinds, and trays. Now, you'll notice if I take you back to my screen here. So, where are we? If I go to tableware, is it? Yep. And we go down here, you'll see in here we've got trays amongst the china plates and all this stuff, and you've got some sizes down here. Now these are the sizes of the trays. Now, you know, when you make an item in Contrado, you get that first section, and it doesn't tell you whether it's going to be hard coded or whether the customer's going to be able to choose that at the end. But when you're making a tray or a curtain, I'll go into curtains and blinds just after. When you're making a tray, there's 4 trays up there, and if you just make a tray, pick one size. I always try and choose a big size so it displays your artwork the biggest it can be on that particular item. So when you're making that large tray and you say add to the store, it doesn't give you size variations. You've got to make 4 trays, okay? And the sizes are on this sheet. And you've got to include the sizes in your own description, because they don't give them in their product description. So yeah, there's a couple of things that that'll be for another video. I've got lots of pros and lots of cons about Contrado that I've managed to, you know, add up over the past few days, actually, that some things I really like and some things I really don't like, and that's one of them. Not having the sizes in your own product description and making us typing out a 70-word unique description for every item that contains the same artwork. I don't design these items. I don't make mugs. I make art. I can explain to detail what I've just made, but I haven't even bought a mug yet from Contrado. How am I supposed to tell the customers how wicked that mug is when I haven't bought it? That should already be hard-coded in the description. Then you add your bit about the artwork. That's just my little... So yeah, moving on from trays to curtains and blinds. Curtains and blinds are the same. So what I'd suggest when you're making these, whatever country you're from, just go to your local department store's website and just search for curtains, or do a separate search for curtains and blinds, and take down the popular sizes and just make those. So I make 5 curtain variations and 3 blind variations because the blinds don't go that large. I would like to have an extra 2 sizes in the blinds, but we don't always get what we want, and plus you never know, they might add it in the future. They're always changing stuff. So yeah, just remember those things. I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about anyway. Wrong page. Right, so anyways, if you want to get in touch, you know how to get in touch with me. All my social media stuff is down below. I'll leave a link to my spreadsheet down below if you're interested in having that. Sorry about the long-winded video. I'm not used to making this kind of video, and there's loads of things that I want to talk about, and also it's very exciting because it's new, yay, and it's Christmas. So I'm going to leave you to it. I'm not going to take any more of your time. Have a bloody good Christmas and stay safe, everybody. See ya.